We're here in Bellevue, Washington's Robinswood neighborhood, checking out this brand new luxury home near Phantom Lake, built on a rare oversized corner lot. Come tour this home with me. Today I have a beautiful brand new construction tour for you right here in Bellevue, Washington. This property behind me here sits on a nice large corner lot. It's over 5,200 square feet. It's a 5-bedroom, 4.75 bath home. Let's get into it. This property is proudly listed by Grace Yu with Realtor Sotheby's International Realty. Now, before we jump into this home tour, I want to give you a quick heads up. To any of my newer viewers, this might be one of the longest home tours you've ever watched on YouTube, and that's totally by design. I know you're probably seeing those quick, flashy 2-minute tours with dramatic music and drone shots. They're definitely fun to watch, but that's just not my style. I started making these videos as a natural extension of how I tour homes for my actual out-of-town clients, people who rely on me to help them buy and sell homes remotely all across the greater Seattle area. So in this video, we're going to going deep. We'll touch surfaces, tell you what the floors feel like, open cabinets, talk through design choices, point out upgrades, and yeah, sometimes I even tell you what the home smells like. This one's brand new and high-end, so I'm guessing it smells like luxury. If that sounds like your vibe, you're in the right place, and if you're new here, welcome. My name's Aaron Morrow, and I've been a local realtor in the greater Seattle area for over a decade, helping buyers and sellers across King, Pierce, and Snohomish counties. So we walk into this entryway here, and you were invited by a really nice vaulted ceiling look there with the chandelier. We passed by a dining room, and then in that front there was a really cool home office, which we'll take a look at in a bit. But I kind of want to get right to the heart of the home, where you're going to be spending a lot of your time, which for most people is either the kitchen or the living space. So let's check out this kitchen. Check out just how tall this ceiling is. That is a nice industrial size fridge, and it still looks small compared to how tall the ceiling heights are. Now we're going to take a better look at this fridge just so you have a little bit size to for scale. So I'm going to stand right in front of it. I am 5'8", 5'9" on a good day, and I am short compared to this refrigerator. It does provide a lot of room in this fridge freezer combo, and it is Sub-Zero, of course, one of the most I would say popular brands on these properties that are showcased on the east side, these newer builds between that, $3 to $6 mil range that I've been featuring on the channel. Gotta love that stainless steel though. Check out this island, by the way. Super big island. So the microwave here, it's Wolf, same with the brand of the stove and range. I'm sure it's something that you have seen on my channel a lot. It's pretty popular brand here. Love the build quality though, and this builder did put in a lot of nice shelving here. I love how they've taken advantage of all of the space, and they've made it usable with having the pull out drawers within drawers in the cabinets. I love being able to organize with that. You let me know in the comments below though, do you like slider drawers within your cabinets? Would love to hear from you. Now, talking about this kitchen and this build itself, this home was built by Popchoi Fine Homes. They are a local builder known across the east side for their incredible attention to detail and high-end craftsmanship. So every project they do feels intentional, clean design, smart floor plans, and a focus on wellness. You'll see that here with the features that we'll show you later on, like the dual Hero fresh air systems, the dual zone HVAC, and even details like the natural light flow and the ceiling height transitions. They've built a reputation on quality over quantity, and it really definitely shows. Nothing here feels rushed or cookie cutter, from the millwork to the tile choices to the overall layout. everything was clear, clearly thought through to make the home not just beautiful, but functional for real living. If you're toured other new construction homes lately, or even the ones on my channel, you'll notice the difference right away. A lot of this stuff isn't just builder grade. You can't even see me, I'm doing air quotes. But yeah, it's definitely Popchoi level craftsmanship, and that's what makes this one stand out in Bellevue's luxury market. So more about the builder can be found below in my description. Love the quartz countertops, by the way. I really love how large this kitchen island is. So one thing that I was pointing out there is they have this builder put in a really nice thick quartz countertop on the outside peninsulas, but it's the same the countertop depth or thickness on the island, but then has sort of a molding that is also made out of the same quartz material, so it looks thicker on the sides there. I believe I showed it off earlier. If not, I'll show it off in a little bit. So this, of course, Wolf, one of the more popular brands being showcased in these new builds in these luxury higher end. I love the design of this stove. Usually this one turns on a it's one of the more easier ones to turn on and navigate on this. Now, as you can see here, I like to demonstrate how sometimes it just takes a little bit because I don't think it's ever been turned on. Like, I am literally, a lot of the times when I go into these new builds, I am the first one to fiddle with the gas stove, so I got to work there. It should work a lot quicker for you if whoever buys this. But I really love the LED light here where it indicates when it's on here. So just fiddling with it for a little bit. I showed you the blue interior there in the actual oven part, and a little bit about Wolf. So most of the time when it's a blue interior, that's actually a good sign that it's a dual gas and electric for the range in there. And then if it's just black on the interior, it's just the gas or one type. Now, it's not going to be the same for all ovens, of course, but primarily for Wolf, that is pretty well known. Now here again, I'm giving you a better look here at what I was trying to refer to here. So you've got this lip here that's also made out of the actual material here of the same quartz countertop. Super cool. Love these cabinets, and I love how tall they go to the ceiling. I really like what the builder did with this under cabinet lighting too. I'm a huge fan. I'm just a sucker for under cabinet lighting. Love this bottom lip here. So this builder is going with more of a subdued design on that the molding on the under part of the cabinet. I've seen a lot of builders do like lot larger and thicker molding, so this was really nice that there's barely any molding there, but it definitely hides and recesses that under cabinet lighting, makes it look nice and sleek here. So this is your nice view from your back patio or deck here. You got covered, it's covered out there right there. And then this is a really nice deep kitchen sink. I love the undermount design. You know, I think it's been years since in a new build I've seen it where it's like an overmount design where the sink is designed to be placed on top and being held by gravity and affixed on top of the countertop. I don't like those where the lip if you know anything that I'm talking about, sometimes it's hard to explain, but it's that type of counter that would sit on top of the cabinet, and you know, they're just harder to clean. So really nice that you can just wipe right in to the sink right from the counter. Makes it easy to clean. Nice dishwasher. Again, these are opening and closing like butter. So I'm trying to show off just how nice these are. I also love that the builder did the backsplash as the same quartz, so I'm a fan of that. And this felt like a really nice wood-like material as well. And as for the flooring, which I'm sure I'm going to show you any second now. I'm just getting the feeling that I kind of want to show you the flooring soon. I'm sure I'll show it to you, but it is engineered hardwood. So you got engineered hardwood on the bottom, and on the top you have really nice luxury level carpet. It's a really nice thick pad. Feels super nice to walk on upstairs. So you got wall to wall. Yep, there you go. I had the feeling I was going to show you the flooring here. Check it out. felt nice. I like scratching with my nails the engineered hardwood. Another thing that I was pointing out there is some of these drawers and cabinets not only have soft close, but they have soft open. So I was trying to show and demonstrate there with the garbage cans or garbage and recycling bin that it's on a nice soft open system where you can't just bang it wide open. It does come to a nice slow crawl there at towards the end there. So super convenient and high end. And now let's take a look at this really nice butler's pantry. You've got this nice window here that brings in a lot of natural light. Love the under cabinet shelving here. Here is a nice beverage cooler. These come out on racks. Same with the other side here, not on a rack system, but freestanding that they come out like this, not on a rail system. And behind me is a really nice walk-in pantry, which we will also take a look at. Got some more pull-out drawers within the cabinets. You let me know in the comments below, what do you think of the butler's pantry? One thing that I wanted to point out here, and I haven't seen this in a long time, I'll show it off in a second after you take a look at this really nice walk-in pantry here. Is that a good size walk-in pantry for you? Do you have a bigger one? Let me know. But one thing I'm going to point out here is this builder has brought back rounded corners. I haven't seen this as a popular design choice since the early 2000s. Let me know what you think in the comments below. This builder's definitely bringing it back. And you can see how the builders do the trim on the floor, where they have to do sort of a bezel cut or the bevel cut at the corner pieces to kind of make it match up better. But yes, we've got rounded corners in this property. Here's a image of your side yard here. This property actually does come with a decent yard space. You do have a little bit on each of the side of the homes plus the back. And then you definitely got a nice large front yard on your corner lot there. I love how you not only have the tall ceilings as the standard height, but then you just walk in and it opens up into the stairway area as well as that chandelier that was above. Getting another better look at where you're going to be spending your time chilling, relaxing in this really nice living room. Love the gas fireplace here. And I love, again, the shelving that the builder put in on each side here. I actually do like that the builder, it's staged nicely as well. I like that the builder did plug in those lamps. I go into a lot of these properties where they struggle with the idea of, do we plug in the lamps and let people trip on them, or do we not plug them in? But I really like being able to actually show off what it looks like when you have lamps on too. So kind of nice that the builder kept those plugged in there. So nice real gas fireplace. It was producing a lot of heat, felt great, and it was actually pretty quiet. Love the tile work. And I'm really digging the mantle too. Now, this property is located, like I said earlier, it's in Robinswood. It's one of those Bellevue neighborhoods people move to and rarely move from. So you've got the perfect blend of peace and convenience, surrounded by parks, trails, top tier Bellevue schools. You know, you're just around the corner. Just around the corner is Phantom Lake Park, the Robinswood Community Park, and even the Bellevue Botanical Garden. You can spend your mornings walking by the water, afternoons hitting the tennis courts, and evenings in downtown Bellevue, you know, enjoying dinner, all within a 10-minute drive. In real world traffic, you're roughly 15 minutes to downtown Bellevue, 25 to 40 minutes to downtown Seattle, about 20 to 30 minutes to Kirkland, 15 to 25 minutes to Redmond, and you're about 25 to 35 minutes to SeaTac Airport. So you're connected to every major East Side and Seattle hub, but you still come home to a quiet established neighborhood. If you're watching from out of town, here's a tip I always share with my relocation clients. Before you start house hunting, spend a weekend driving these routes yourself. Do the morning and evening commute, grab coffee in the area, and really get a feel for what fits your lifestyle. Savvy buyers actually do this early, sometimes months before they start touring homes actively with me. They'll narrow down neighborhoods first, then focus their search on the spots that truly match how they live, work, and play and spend their time. And then, of course, we focus in on budget after they've done all of that. That's how you make a confident buying decision, by understanding the area before you fall in love with the house. So remember, when you buy the home, you're marrying the commute. Unless you work from home, which again, we'll check out that awesome home office in a bit. So notice again the covered area right here. I love the ceiling fans. I love the wood above, as well as the skylights. I think it definitely adds to this covered patio space area. And then again, you've got this nice side yard here. We did look at the two, I believe they were heat pumps that are hooked to the property. And again, it's dual zone heating and cooling. So there is a dedicated furnace and a dedicated heat pump per level. So since it's a two-story home, each one gets their own. So it's very efficient, but also you can focus on which level might need some different heating or cooling and keep them at different temperatures. Now notice the built-in speakers in the ceiling. You've got them on the interior, and then you have them on that exterior patio as well in the ceiling. Again, I love how nice and open this feels. Let's take a look here real quick. This is some more storage space. Front coat closet. And I love it when builders are including lights even in these smaller closeted areas as well. Now let's head upstairs where all the bedrooms besides the guest suite is. We can take a look at the majority of the bedrooms up there, as well as a nice media room and laundry above. Again, really nice engineered hardwood. Seamless transition from the downstairs up these stairs as well. Now, the builder did add extra insulation and plywood to make the home quieter and more energy efficient. The builder calls this home, it's a feel-good home, a place where everyone can relax, recharge, and still have space of their own. I love this open space too. We'll check out that section in a bit, but let me take you right to the primary here. So just to kind of give you an idea of what this all looks like as I do like a 360 spin here. There's that media room or bonus room that I was talking about. I love this chandelier piece right here too in the front entryway. Okay, and now we head into the primary suite here. Love these double doors. And again, this carpet is really nice and thick. This primary, as you can see, has its own built-in fireplace here, gas fire that actually put out some really good heat here. This, as you can tell, is a nice king-size bed, and there's plenty of space on both sides here. Love what the builder did with this window here, especially since it's in a neighborhood that is more suburban, where you don't just get, in general, a lot of privacy from most windows here. So it's really nice that they threw that in there to get some more lighting coming in here, but also, obviously just thinking for privacy purposes as well. And you get some decent views from this window as well. You've got some semi-territorial view from your backyard, and of course you can see the neighbors down there and how this neighborhood is set up. Love that fire. That fire films very well, by the way. Not a lot of fireplaces look as pronounced as this one from far away. You let me know in the comments below, what do you think of the fire? Are you someone that would dig having a fireplace set up in your primary? Would you use it, or would it go to waste? I'd love to know in the comments below. I really like the whole vibe of this fireplace. Love the tile work, and I love the mantle above as well. I just helped a couple buy a property in Issaquah, and this was actually one of those. It was a must-have for them, having the fireplace in the bathroom. It wasn't one of those would be nice. No, it was on their list of it had to tick that box, or else the wasn't their house. So some people have specific must-haves on there, and some people don't. So I'm glad that we could find them a property that particularly fit that description as well. Of course, you could find properties where you could put it in or plumb it if the property naturally came with it, but it's so much more convenient if that is a must-have for you to have the fireplace in or a fireplace in the primary, that it's already there for you. So let's check out this primary ensuite. I love the level of detail that this builder has put into this. I love the design pattern of the tile down below. Love the quartz slabs here. And it's the builder basically made this all a wet room with it all slabbed up on the walls here, and continuing through the rest of, or you know, a good majority of the bathroom, at least on this wall that you'll see later. At first, when I was looking at this, I thought that was pretty slick. I had to look very close because I thought that was metal too. It actually was it had a really good metallic effect on the hose part of the bathroom shower there. Let me know in the comments what you think of this flooring. I really love the aesthetic of this bathroom. I think it has plenty of natural light here. So this is also you know, like a linen closet here. Nice semi walk-in linen closet. And I was pointing out there that the under cabinet toe kick lighting automatically turns on where you walk by it. It's on a sensor. And I believe the backsplash wall here on the side above these vanities is the same tile work that is on the primary fireplace that we just looked at. Again, really digging this bathroom. So this has a walk-in closet that we'll take a look at right now, or really soon, and it has a nice window in it. So you can see the peak right there, peeking through here from the street, but you get a really nice natural lighting flooding through into this big walk-in here. Love the bench there that you can sit on and store stuff in still. Got some walkers in my video as well. That was another must-have of a different buyer, couple of mine, that I was, and you know what, it's actually, I mean, it was recent, but I should say this comes up a lot where they're looking for a window in the walk-in closet. And obviously it's easier to do depending on how the house is designed. But they were looking for that natural light in there. I think the biggest walk-in closet that I've ever been in is I helped sell, I found a really nice, they called it their manor, and it was a nice estate down, it was waterfront property down in, I'll just say North Pierce County, and it had it was an estate for all intents and purposes. It was like a nice big mansion, but it had like a walk-through closet. So not just a walk-in, but the closet was the biggest walk-in closet I've ever been in. It was bigger than some of these rooms in this house that we're looking at right now, but it just had nice grand windows all throughout that walk-in closet going leading between the primary bedroom and the primary bathroom. So probably the coolest walk-in closet that I've ever seen to date, and nothing's topped it or come even close. Even these really big, 7,000-8,000 square foot homes that I've shown off on the channel. Love the design of this house, though. I really like these houses that are they not only have taller ceilings, but on the second level they are nice. They've got an open concept. I think it really just in general breaks up the pattern a little bit better for me, I guess, my personal taste. All the properties that I've shown off on this channel, at least my personal taste, I show off a lot of properties that are 3 levels where, like with the daylight basement, and they're really tall ceilings, but, some areas just don't feel as grand as when the builder, instead of going all the way where you're using 100% of the space on the upper level, when the builder does design these open areas, like in the stairwell, as well as the front entryway, I think it breaks it up. I know there was a builder that I featured on this channel where I showed off 2 different homes back to back in downtown Bellevue recently, where one was a bigger, completely different aesthetics. So, but what I'm describing, I actually liked the smaller home just because it had a more unique design to how the upper and bottom were broken up. So I'm really digging this design of this house, but you let me know in the comments, what was your favorite property that I've toured on this channel so far? Would love to know. So we just checked out that nice media room, very decently sized. You could easily fit a 100-inch plus TV in there. It definitely could be a dedicated home theater space or just a multi-purpose or media room. This is your laundry area. Now, we haven't checked out the other area. Like I said, there's 2 laundries. So this is your laundry area for up above. And then there's also a full walk-in laundry dedicated space down below as well. And we're not looking at even stackables on this level. You've got 2 side-by-side washer and dryer here. There's the attic space right there too. I was also working with a couple recently where one of their must-haves is that they're looking for they want the laundry to have a window, and this house doesn't have a window on either of it, so that one, it ticked that box for that couple. But not everyone's looking for a window in their laundry room, but to some people it is very important to have for that. So we found plenty of houses that fit that particular description or that specific checkbox. Another thing that I've been noticing that some builders do, or some agents, is it's partial staging, where they stage, if they're doing in-person staging at least. So for example, this home is beautifully staged, and as you can see, some of the spare rooms, like this spare back bedroom, is not staged. And I do like seeing some of the rooms not staged, where you can actually kind of get a good look at what the space looks like vacant. I know I've already asked you to comment a lot lately, but I would truly like to know and get your input, if you're watching this video at this segment, how do you feel about staging? The industry as a whole, when they're selling homes, there's a lot of people that have in-person staging, partial staging, or what they're called virtual staging. So I have a lot of sellers that decide to go the virtual route where the house is completely vacant, like one of my most recent listings that I showed off on the channel, which is in Sammamish. So I don't know if you watched my Sammamish property video of a beautiful three-story home that is very close to Lake Sammamish and has fantastic views of Lake Sammamish. Anyways, I'll pin it here, but feel free to go watch that after watching this video. But that house is virtually staged. So online, if someone looks that up and sees it for sale, in the pictures, for the for sale pictures, they're gonna see a bunch of staging, but it's virtual. It's not really there. So when people go there in person, they're gonna see a nice new constructed but vacant home. Whereas right here, this is in-person staging. This is old school, real in-person staging where you walk through and you see actual furniture. I would love to know what your aesthetics are. If you were actually buying a home, would this be important to you? Would seeing the real staging in person help impact maybe an emotional choice or draw out some positive vibes of the house that you might not normally get if you didn't see the furniture there? Or are you the type of person that the furniture might distract you from, noticing, being able to take in the house and truly enjoy the work of what the builder's doing? I'm actually taking this very serious. I would love to know what you think. Please comment it below. I might even post a poll on my channel because I'd really like to get some insight on what the market's feeling for staging right now. Now this is a Jack and Jill style that goes from these two the two bedrooms here. And it's you've got that nice tub and shower combination. What makes it a full and complete bathroom is that shower and tub combination. Here in the Pacific Northwest, we divide our bathrooms into quarters. So you've got the toilet, the shower, the tub, and at least one sink. And if it's just a shower, not a tub, you're looking at a 0.75. These are decently sized rooms for not being the primary. Again, I believe that was a queen right there, but you see plenty of space on either side where you could easily accommodate a full king size bed in here. And I'm really digging the carpet. I'm a fan of carpet in the upstairs bedrooms, and I know a lot of builders are doing this. It's kind of harder to not make the house echoey if you have hard flooring through the top level as well. And I know it's really in right now, but let me know in the comments below if you're someone that... I was talking to plenty of people that come through our open houses where they tell us that they're actually into hard floors everywhere, and then they just like to do a ton of area rugs. I know my mother-in-law is this way, where the first thing they did to their house when they bought it is they ripped out all the flooring, including the carpeting, and she put in hard flooring throughout the entire house, both levels, and then just put in a ton of area rugs to be able to walk everywhere. And she even has them on the stair treads. So would love to know, are you the type of person that area rugs up? Do you keep hard flooring everywhere and just let it go bare, or do you like carpet upstairs? Would love to know. I like showing detail and zooming in on the work of the builder. I feel like this builder has done a really good job on the craftsmanship that they've done. Nice thick door casings here too. And now let's talk about what's going on in the local Bellevue market right now. So specifically this zip code 98007 right now. The data for September shows that the market's definitely shifting. We're seeing way more activity on the listing side, with new listings more than doubling year over year. So there's a lot more inventory out there compared to last fall. Pending sales have actually jumped up too, about 22%. And closed sales have almost tripled, which tells me buyers are still out there, but they're taking a little longer to make a move. and homes are sitting on the market for around 34 days on average. That's up from 11 days last year. So it's interesting. We actually have more inventory, but we do have more pending and closed sales right now. It's just longer days on market and more options out there for the buyers. Now, price-wise, median home price for this zip code actually dipped about 8% from last September. It's sitting around 1.5 million, but the average price climbed to just under 1.9 million. That's because higher end homes are still selling strong, even though buyers are negotiating more and sellers aren't getting those crazy bidding wars we saw in the markets past. Sellers got about 96% of their list price on average for this zip code, down from 109% last year, which is that's a huge change. That tells me buyers finally have room to breathe and negotiate again. So inventory has also really opened up. There's now about a month and a half of supply compared to barely half a month last year. So this is definitely more of a balanced market for sure, at least by Bellevue standards. And just a quick note for condo buyers, condo prices in this zip code have softened too. They're down about 6% year over year, with an average price sitting around $497,000. That's great news if you've been waiting to get into Bellevue and can't, if you couldn't touch it a year ago and you can stomach living in a condo, you definitely have some more affordability options as far as condos go. So here's a pro tip for, my buyers right now. Right now, buyers finally have the edge they've been waiting for. You've got more inventory, more time to decide, and a little leverage to negotiate. But don't wait too long, because rates could and are shifting again, and Bellevue tends to tighten fast when demand picks up. So before you even start touring homes, spend a weekend testing the commute. Drive it during rush hour, early mornings, or late evenings. You'll get a real feel for whether a neighborhood truly fits your lifestyle. My savviest buyers actually start doing this months before they're ready to actually buy a home. And for sellers, the days of instant bidding wars might be behind us for now, but serious buyers are still out there. Well-priced, well-represented homes are selling strong, especially with high-end finishes and turnkey condition. So don't rely on last year's pricing. Buyers are comparing aggressively, so your presentation and pricing strategy need to hit perfectly from day one. If you'd like to see how my team's marketing strategy gets homes sold faster and for top dollar, please reach out and I'd love to walk you through our full seller success system. Also, if you've been watching homes like this one and thinking everything I love sells too fast and you don't have enough time to be thinking about it, a lot of my home buyers are discovering the best homes before they're ever even hitting the market. So definitely check out my Perfect Home Finders program. I've got more information in the description. Check out the link. How it works is you'll tell me exactly what you're looking for in your dream home, location, price range, style, everything. My team, I go to work using strategies that most buyers never have even seen before. We'll reach out to off-market potential homeowners, and we will even be knocking on neighborhood doors that fit the criteria you're looking for. And we will connect you with motivated homeowners that would love to sell to you off market. And the best part, there's, zero cost on your end. I can explain how the program would work. And, savvy buyers, they're not waiting for that perfect home to pop up online. They're looking for creative ways to have a nice, dedicated agent help them find what they're looking for and actually really leverage a good deal. So feel free to go check out that link in the description. It will explain more in detail how I get this process going, and feel free to reach out to me, and I'd love to explain the off-market home finders program to you. Now let's check out the garage here. So going into the garage, we just checked out the nice, that nice dedicated laundry with the mudroom there. We also, as I was giving you my whole speech about the market update, we also checked out the main floor multi-gen guest suite living, and now we'll do the garage door test. I would put that right at the middle of the road for the noise. That was definitely very acceptable, especially for a brand new garage door. I mean, there's always tricks that you can get to make the garage door quieter, and it was naturally quieter because it's got one of those side load ram jack systems that it's using. Now, I'm keeping the audio going so you can hear the ambient noise out here. It's actually a really nice, quiet neighborhood, but I think there was a UPS driver, or if I'm trying to remember correctly, feel the nice siding of the home here. There might have been, this might have been garbage day. So if you're hearing any sort of truck noise, that's actually, I think, a garbage truck. Now check out the, I love the work that the builder did on this driveway. I like that it has that design pattern to it. Very well thought out. You've got 2 panels there. You've got a hookup there that you could easily install an EV charger. And you've got this side door here on the side here, which is, this is the other side of the home right here. Yep, you can hear the garbage truck right now. Now, even though this wasn't a dead-end street or a neighborhood, it was easily a pass-through one. This neighborhood is very quiet. I don't think I saw one car drive by in my entire filming of this property. So it's a very nice, quiet neighborhood. You're not going to get a lot of cars driving through here. So this is showing the double hero system. This is a really nice ventilated property. This would protect you against a lot of not only germs, but sometimes when we've gotten the wildfire smoke that comes in from our wildfires that we have here in the Pacific Northwest, or come down from Canada that we've had over the last few years, you wouldn't even notice it with this really nice system. It's going to keep nice pure air going through your home. That's what those are designed for in there. And then again, you obviously saw the other furnace there. You've got this furnace right here as well. And again, lots of natural light coming through this garage. Let's do another test to listen to see if there's any loud clanking or clatterings when it drops. Now, granted, some of these garage doors, you can tell when it's done where it has a nice click to it, and that means it locked as well. So some of them have a nice lock clank to it. I'm kind of a sound nerd, I guess I'd say. Let's see if it does it. Right there, you know it's locked. All right, let's head back inside. You know I mentioned some tips for buyers, but if you're a homeowner right now, and you know, if you are in the Bellevue or anywhere in King Pierce or Snohomish County, I've got something for you that you might want to check out. It's a free personalized monthly home equity report. So instead of another email you'll never open, this is a live dashboard that updates your home's value, tracks your equity, and even shows you how much faster you could pay off your mortgage if you added extra payments. It also estimates your rental potential, refinance options, or what you might be able to get if you Airbnb'd your home. There's a ton of stuff to check in there, and it sends you a monthly updated email as well, and updates as well. So if you want to check that out, absolutely free to sign up. It's one of the best tools I've found to help homeowners stay informed about their wealth through real estate. Again, it's totally free to my clients. If you want your custom home equity report, just click the link in the description and I will get that set up for you. Now, this is the front office. I love this front office. I love the light that bleeds in through these windows. I love that accent wall. I'm really digging this front office, and I like that light fixture piece that is above us here. Love the front landscaping choices that the builder put on this property, and I love the double French doors as well. Really digging this property. I really enjoyed touring this home. I hope you enjoyed touring it as much as I did. But yeah, really love it. And then I know, look at those nice blue skies. I'm glad that the sunshine came out towards the end of my video, because I know it was a little bit foggier when I first started filming, so I'm glad I could get you some nice blue skies. Thank you for sticking around watching this entire video, guys. And there you have it. Let me know in the comments below what you thought of this beautiful home tour today here in Bellevue, Washington. Again, my name's Aaron Morrow, local realtor here in the greater Seattle area. I've been working with buyers, sellers, and investors in King, Pierce, and Snohomish counties for over a decade now. If you're looking to make your move over here to the greater Seattle area in the next 9 days or 9 months, or you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate, please feel free to reach out to me. Contact info can be found below in the description. Of course, I'd love your referrals as well. If you know anyone else looking to buy, sell, or invest in the area, please also reach out to me. Love to show you how I can make your move a smooth one. And of course, if you're looking for some more videos, home tours, or you'd like to see what others have said about working with me, look somewhere on the screen right here. And of course, until next time, I hope to be showing you around town, and please subscribe to me for more real estate shenanigans. Have a great day.